Welcome to Outsourcing Insider. Would you like to know how to apply for a virtual assistant job? I'm Nate Woodbury. I've been hiring people in the Philippines for 14 years now. I have a team of 23 people that all work from their homes. I live in the USA, and I'm going to tell you what I look for in hiring a virtual assistant, what makes them really valuable to want to hire them. So there's one website that I've used to find everybody on my team. The only exception is when somebody that's already working for me refers me to a sibling or something like that. And I actually have one couple that both of them work for me as well. So the website that I use is virtualassistanttool.com, and I recommend that you go there and create a profile if you haven't already. You've probably already been there. So if you want to be a virtual assistant, I recommend not putting the words virtual assistant in the title of your profile. Virtual assistant can mean 1,000 different things. What specific job do you want to do? Do you want to be a video editor, or a thumbnail designer, or a bookkeeper, or a researcher? Be specific with the skill sets you have and the type of job that you want to have. Create a profile that really showcases you in that light. With the example of video editor, if I'm looking for somebody to hire as a video editor, I'll type in those words. And what the search tool does is it will bring up all the profiles that might have the words video editor in it. So that's what the search engine does. What I look for is, do they have video editor in the title of their profile? So I might have hundreds that appear, and I'll scroll down through the list and just pick out 30 or 40 that say video editor in their title. And I don't look at the resumes too thoroughly. I'll read the first paragraph. So that's what you really need to pay attention to. Speak amazing English in those paragraphs and let me know that you're a very skilled video editor looking to do video editing work. Now what I do is I reach out, I send a quick message, but I include a link to a video. I just record a selfie video explaining who I am, this is what my company does, and this is what I'm looking for. And then I invite the applicant to send me a video application, because I love to see their personality. I love to see if they have the confidence to put themselves on camera. This doesn't need to be a fancy video, just a selfie video from your phone. Now, even if the employer doesn't ask for this, they might ask for a resume. I recommend submitting a video application. That'll really help you stand out above all the other applicants. And if you can make that video 3, 4, or even 5 minutes, that's ideal. Talk about your hobbies and your talents. Talk about your family situation. Show your work environment where your computer is, and show that you'll have a dedicated working space. And then show them things that are applicable. Like in my case, I love to see video editing projects. And so they'll tell me, yeah, I have a portfolio, I'll send you a link, and they put that in the email response. Now there's another tip that I recommend. I did not do this in the beginning, but several years into hiring people in the Philippines, I started hiring them for a trial assignment first. And this was key. So let's say I narrowed down applicants to 3 that I thought, oh, any of these could be great. I would hire them for a trial assignment, and this was paid. And I said, okay, in the example of hiring a video editor, I would assign each of them a video editing project. And then I would just gauge how timely they were, how good is their communication, how good is the quality of their work. And admittedly, out of the 3, one person kind of flakes off and doesn't do a very good job, but others stand out. And so then I know who to hire, maybe for another trial assignment or a trial week. And if that trial week goes well, then I know who to hire permanently, full-time. Now, even if they do a bad job, I have them tell me how many hours they worked, and I just send them a payment. In your case, whatever company you're applying for, they may not offer a trial assignment, but if you offer to do one and say, hey, I'd love to showcase my work and show you what I can do, can I do a trial assignment? For a lot of companies, that's a foreign concept, because in the USA, when we hire employees, we have to hire them before we see their work. So the idea of a trial assignment might not cross their minds. So if you suggest that to them, it'll show them, hey, this person is really interested in working for me and they're willing to do a trial assignment. That's a great idea. So this website, Virtual Assistant Tool, has become quite a big website. There are a lot of job seekers and a lot of employers that are on here every single day. So I recommend checking back. I love to message people directly, and so I'm assuming you get messages like that through the advanced search, but a lot of employers will just post a job. And so I would recommend regularly going to those job postings and find the companies that would be a dream job for you and follow these steps with those companies. Now, when an employer reaches out to you or they respond to your communication, just continue to be prompt, really respectful. I know we're dealing with different time zones. We're basically on the other side of the planet from each other. But as an employer, when we're in the decision-making process, sometimes we're hoping to make a quick decision. We're really hoping to find people. So be sure that a couple days doesn't go by in between communication, in that case, they might have found somebody else and hired them. So I'm giving you some recommendations like the video application and a trial assignment, but they'll probably list out what are their application requirements. You want to follow their instructions exactly. So if they ask for a resume, even though I don't like looking at resumes, if they've asked for one, you definitely want to submit that. And oftentimes they'll have a paragraph that will list out, okay, here's how you apply. Read that paragraph carefully because they might slip a little detail in there that they're checking to see if you're going to miss it or if you will catch it and follow that instruction. Now this is an exciting process and I want to encourage you to be careful and don't be taken advantage of. If somebody reaches out to you, go visit their website, check them out, make sure they're a legit company. If they've hired other people in the Philippines before, that's a good sign. Ask for some references. Ask if you have permission to ask their team members a few questions. What I wouldn't want to have happen to you is for you to try working for a company and have it not work out, but all that time that you dedicated, you don't get compensated for. I have a resource for you. If you go to va.school, so virtual assistant, va.school. This is a course that I've put together to really help you as much as I can find an ideal job, you being in the Philippines working for an American boss. Go to va.school and I hope to see you there.